Hello everyone. It's Healthy Chef Sherell here, coming to you from the Living Fort House. And today we're going to get started with our recipes in just a few moments. Wait for a few people to jump on. I hope everyone's doing well, and I'm so happy to see all of you here today. Today we are doing healthy recipes for game days. The Super Bowl's coming up, so I thought it would be fun to look at some real crowd pleasers that you can either make for your guests if they're coming over to your home, or if you need to take someone out as a guest to somebody else's place. So as always, please remember to buy organic food, support the organic farmers, and support your good health with organic food. And everything here is organic. So today we're going to be making some savory chicken tenders, and also we're going to make some toasted sesame tofu sticks, which are really very good. And we have sauces that go with those, and also we have carrots and celery and some hummus. So we can go ahead and get started. I'll guide you through these recipes. The full recipes are on the Patreon page in the recipe section, so they're already there for you. They're also in the chat box as well. So if you have any questions at all, just let me know. You can put questions in the chat box. Probably better to wait until we're finished so I can focus on that. And if you have questions beyond that, please do reach me at my email address, which is livingfordproductions@gmail.com. That's livingfordward productions@gmail.com. Okay, so let's get started with our recipes. We're going to go ahead and start with the chicken recipe because that takes the longest to make, and it needs to bake for a few minutes. So while that's in the oven, we'll proceed to the other recipes. So you just grab the chicken. Okay, so this is raw chicken. That's why I was keeping it away from everything else, and I wanted to show you how I prepared it. You can buy chicken strips that are already cut up, but I tend to like to cut my own up, my own chicken breast, because I get thicker pieces. And so they're juicier, more flavorful. So that's why I do it. So I simply have some kitchen scissors here. I cut them into shapes like this, sizes like this, so you can see that. And then we're going to season them. So let's talk about the seasoning for a minute. So I have some millet flour in here, and to that I'm going to add some agave. And again, the full recipe is on, you'll find that on the recipe card. Coriander, this is sharma, which is an Indian spice, which is just great. I use it on a lot of different things. I like it a lot. Put that in our flour mix. And a little bit of salt. All right, so there we go. So we just got our mix. This is a shake and bake recipe, except we're going to saute in between. So we're using organic coconut oil. So we're just going to go ahead and put that in our pan right here. I'm using organic coconut oil instead of olive oil because it's a little bit sweeter, and for this recipe I like it to be a little bit sweet. So from our everyday essentials, these are the things that we prepare ahead of time so that when we're cooking we can just grab and go. There's a video on the platform about that as well. We're going to add some ginger and some garlic, just like that. Turn the heat on to medium heat. And then we're going to place our chicken strips in the millet seasoning. There we go. All right. Put that away so it doesn't get anything. All right, so this is just a leftover to-go box. We probably all have them in our house. Best to keep using them and recycling them. So we're just shaking it in with the flour and the spices. So there we go. And as soon as that melts, we will add that into the saute pan. While we're doing that, we can go ahead and prepare the sesame sticks. Same thing, some garlic and ginger. Garlic and ginger is great to add to any recipe at all. There we go. All right, this is organic tofu, and it's a block of tofu which I cut in half, and I already prepared some so it can be on the plate already. And then I cut it into these slices, stick slices, just like that. And then I prepare with egg replacer and water. I make this is a batter so that the sesame seeds actually stick to the tofu. And I use this egg replacer for this recipe. It's perfect. All right. Now this is heating up here nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and add our chicken here. Put it right in there. All we want to do at this stage of the recipe is just brown the chicken, get it a nice golden brown color, and then it's going to go into the oven to cook. This one's going to be quicker because it's just a few pieces, but generally it's about 20 to 30 minutes depending upon how much you're cooking. Okay. Now, go ahead and heat this one up a little bit too and get started on that. Get sesame seed bowl here. All right. So I'm going to put some organic sesame seeds in a bowl. Just a little on the bottom like that. We're going to toss them around. It's actually a little bit easier too if you just sprinkle them on each tofu stick. All right. So let's just dip the tofu in the egg replacer, just like that. You can see that. All right. And then I'm just going to put some sesame seeds all the way around, all four sides. Just coat it as evenly as you can, and you can also toss it around in the bowl too, just like that, and then put the sticks in the coconut oil along with the garlic and ginger. All right, so we'll move on and do a couple more of these. Here we go. This is around. There we are. Two more, and then we'll be done with this part of the recipe. Okay, almost done. There we are. All right, we are done with that part now. Yep, I'm just going to put these in the sink, get them out of the way. Be right back. There we go. All right, let's see how our chicken is doing here. How are we doing, chicken? Really good. I'm going to go ahead and just put a little more salt on it at this process. Put a little more salt here at this place in the recipe. Not too much. You can always add more, but it's hard to take it away. So just get that going. We've got this going over here. All right, now, while we're waiting for those to brown up, let's look at some of our sauces. So for the chicken, we're going to make a agave wasabi sauce. And I've already got the agave right here in this container. Just done with that. And the wasabi that I'm using is this wasabi. There we go. Now, you can make this as spicy as you like it, but wasabi is really hot. So just start with a little bit, about half a teaspoon. And you can also make as much of this as you like. One of the fun things about this is that you can make it to suit your taste. So you get to experiment with it, have a good time. I always encourage you to experiment with things. Use my recipes as a guide, but if you like something spicier, or my recipes are pretty mild, so I probably wouldn't try to make it milder, but always add some more heat to it if you like. If you want to add any other element at all, give it a try, be creative. That's the fun. That's the fun of this. So the sauces, I'm keeping them really simple for you today because I know you're going to be busy with your Super Bowl plans. So there we go. That is the long and the short of the wasabi sauce. There we go. And our chicken is browning up so nicely. There we go. Have a look at this chicken right here. Looks really good. We'll do it a few more minutes. And then we'll be done with that. And then we're waiting for our tofu to brown. So another quick and easy recipe for you is for a game day. If people really like hummus and carrots and celery. So you can make your own hummus, or you can just purchase some organic hummus and throw some herbs in there. I've got oregano in here, thyme in here, basil in here. And then what you can do is top it off with some olive oil, just like that. And oh my gosh, it's so good. You'll love that. Have it right here. Okay. There we go. Now, for the sesame tofu sticks, I'm going to add some organic tamari, which is miso soy sauce, all basically the same thing. Again, the proportions are in the recipe for you, but I'm just going to add some in here like this, because that's really how it looks. And we're going to give this a swirl here. There we go. You see, I'm just going to blend that all together very nicely. And then we'll place it in our decorative serving dish. I think this chicken's about done. Yeah, it is. Okay. All right, so the next step with the chicken is to just place it in a baking dish. This is one breast, by the way. I'm sure you want to make more. There we go. And then we're going to cover this with some aluminum foil. We don't want the aluminum foil to touch the food, but we do want to cover it because we want to keep the chicken moist. And this way it kind of steams itself. So there we go, and just going to pop that in a 350-degree oven. All right, we're going to give that just a few minutes, and then it will be ready. Let's have a look at our Mr. Sesame seed sticks. Brown them up. Maybe brown a little bit more there. Okay. All right, so we were talking about the carrots and celery. And a couple of fun things that I wanted to show you you can do is you can make these little curls with paper clips. So what you do is you cut the carrot in half so that you have a flat side like this. And then this is just a regular vegetable peeler, and you just start at either side, and you forcefully press down hard and just make a carrot peel. You see it's flat like that, so you have to roll it up like this, and then put a paper clip in it, and then put it in ice water and let it set up. But as you can see, we have these fun curls that we can decorate our recipe with. I'll add some more in a little bit, but just for fun, show you how to do that. A little bit of decoration there. There we go. And then, of course, we can always add some oregano, just to make our presentation more beautiful and more flavorful. So it has some thyme on there as well. There we go. Let's check our sesame sticks here. There we go. Some of the sesame seeds are going to fall off, and that's okay. That's all right. It's going to happen. All right. So while we're waiting for that, let's put our miso sauce in our decorative bowl. There we go. So now we have another dip. I tell you, sauces and dips are really what makes a dish. So the more the better, right? There we go. All right, so there's our dip for our sesame sticks. And another fun thing I wanted to show you too is you can add cheese, cream cheese, or some people like pimento cheese. It can be vegan as well, into the center of celery. And the way that you do this is you can get an icing bag, put a tip in it, a bakery tip like this, put that into the bag, and then you put your cream cheese or your cheese spread in the bag. It needs to be creamy, so it'll be able to push through the tip here. And then you just push it into the celery like that. So that's how you can decoratively add spreads into your cheese, and you can do things, you can go up and down like that and do different designs, or, you can go like that. So that's another fun creative thing that you can have a good time with. Right. So back to checking on our healthy sesame sticks. Just going to get this a little brown. Okay. There we go. All right, so I'm going to turn that off. You can get the idea here. We already have some on there, so I'm not going to put any more on there, but you just brown them. Make sure you have a good saute pan that doesn't stick, because this recipe will stick if you don't have the right pan. So you might want to experiment a little bit with just one and see how it works for you. Okay, so let's check our chicken now. Get that out of the oven. There we go. Beautiful chicken. Now, as it comes out of the oven, let me just tip it, make sure we're up to temperature here. Chicken, poultry should be 165 degrees. It comes out for food safety reasons, so let's just have a look here. There we go. Moving on up there. Okay, we are good. 165 degrees it is. Just about 170. Okay, so we're in good shape. All right, so I like to put a little more spice on here towards the end. So you can taste it and see how you like it. But then if you want to add some more coriander, it's great to do. You can add some more of the sharma. There we go. Probably a little bit more salt. And add pepper to these sesame sticks too. That's nice to do that. And so we're just going to put these on our party tray. There we go, like so. That's pretty. All right. There we have it. So we are officially ready for Super Bowl Sunday now. Got interesting food that most people wouldn't think to bring or wouldn't think to have a healthy version of it. So this way, you know, if you're learning how to eat in a healthy way and you're finding that your friends or family don't especially eat that way, you can bring your own recipes so you have plenty of food to eat that's healthy for you, and they will enjoy it as well. Maybe start some new traditions with some different types of food, you know, talking about using organic foods, organic oils, you know, clean cooking methods. All right, so there we have it. We have our beautiful Super Bowl Sunday or any other game day party tray for you. Add just one more sauce over here as well. Okay, all right, so are there any questions? Anybody raising their hand to say hello? If you want to wave, you can just send me a wave. That'd be great. And if you have any questions at all, just let me know. I'll be very happy to answer them. So our next class is next Sunday at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. And next week, we're going to prepare Valentine's Day recipes. So we're going to make these heart-shaped salmon cakes that are really good and tasty. And the nice thing about those is you can make them on Sunday and freeze them or just hold them in the refrigerator. And then they'll be ready for you to cook on Valentine's Day if you're going to be cooking a special meal at home. And also, Mona McGregor and I did a Valentine's cake. It's a chocolate cheesecake, chocolate peanut butter cake recipe together. So I'm going to go ahead and upload that for you to have it as well. It's very detailed. It's a more, a longer recipe because it's a lot to it. So it'll be there for you if you want to try something special for your sweethearts for Valentine's Day. That will be for you as well. Oh, hi, Carol. Hi, Katie. Nice to see both of you. Thanks for saying hi. I appreciate that. All right, so if there are any other questions, let me know now because we can sign off quickly. I try to keep the classes under 30 minutes because I'm wanting to teach you how to prepare meals in under 30 minutes. And I know we're all busy, and that's the objective, is to be able to have healthy meals in a fun, easy, and quick way. All right, so if there aren't any other questions, I'll see you all again next week. Have a wonderful week ahead, and thanks for joining me. I'll see you later. Bye-bye now. Bye, everybody. Sending you loves and kisses. Bye.